It's just to write again.
Okay, so first off, this is a super short pre-chorus, but I think it's actually very well placed, and it fits kind of with the overarching musical themes of the song by giving us just a little taste of that clean guitar, right? Because there is a guitar in the chorus, but it's super low mixed. It's like barely audible. It might as well not even be there. So really, this is the only like clear guitar that you get in the first part of this song. And that's very important to note. I'll probably bring it back a little bit later, or talk about this a little bit later, but when we talk about the song holistically, but it's very important that he has a guitar here, and especially considering what he's saying. So he says, all the pages are blank till my life goes to shit. I do that on purpose. I know I do that on purpose just to write again. He sings it in so real quick, before we really dive into those lyrics, the melody is very kind of, well, it's low pitched, you know, all the pages are blank till my life goes to shit. I know I do that on purpose just to write again. It's this kind of like, he's almost like resigned himself to like, yeah, here I go again, you know, I'm doing it again. I'm crashing out again, or burning out again, not crashing out. He's not crashing out here. So yeah, it's interesting because this part is both peaceful and reflective, but also kind of self-aware, and you know, I use the word resigned. It's very like, it's not depressing, but it's kind of like, fuck, here we go again, you know? So yeah, I think objectively, these are pretty good lyrics. Personally, this is just me personally, I like to talk about things objectively, but personally, I think they're just a little bit too meta. Like, here he is talking about how he's having trouble writing on a song that he wrote. It's fine. I don't want to like get too far into that. It's just, I don't know. Maybe I'm just being a hater, but anyway, my personal feelings don't matter. Objectively, I think these are cool lyrics. The message is definitely here. He is purposefully self-destructing in order to get musically inspired, and he recognizes that he's doing it, and he recognizes, well, by his tone of voice and the phrasing of the lines, he seems to recognize that this is a problem. And so there's this kind of like interesting self-awareness going on here, where it's like, yeah, I'm doing it again, and I know I'm doing it, and I can't really seem to stop it, and I don't know how to stop it, and I know that I don't know how to stop it, but I also know that I should. And it's like this kind of black hole, or like, I don't know, like cascading of self-awareness, right? That just kind of, you know, or whirlpool, whatever you want to call it, just like this descent into like endless levels of self-awareness about like, what am I doing? You know? So yeah, the implication though, again, by his tones, is that he would like to change that. He's trying to break this cycle, but he's not quite sure how, at least by this point in the song. So who knows? Well, I say who knows, but that's actually what brings us into the chorus, right? Because the chorus is kind of about this, you know, burnout, this crash out, whatever you want to call it, right? But this mode that he's in, where he's trying to make some changes, he's trying to figure things out. So I'm talking about the chorus, but let's actually listen to the chorus.